Good morning, YouTube. How's it going? It is I, Mag Synchro with Convertible Turtle Gaming, and we are still social distancing the Nintendo way. So, Animal Crossing is the agenda, folks. We're going to be playing on the island. We do have, an agenda today, actually. We're going to be doing a buffet stream, and the rules for a buffet stream may have been forgotten to the history that is the channel way back in the day. We had this thing that we did called Breakfast of the Wild. It was our Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild stream. And people kept going, man, we want to go longer, we want to stream longer, we want to stream longer. So finally, we come up with buffet rules. And at the very, very beginning, it was really basic. If we get a new subscriber, we get an extra minute. If we have a like at 9 o'clock, we get an extra minute. And for everybody watching at 9 o'clock, we get an extra minute. Then YouTube kind of upped the game, and they added sponsorships, and I thought, well, we really would like sponsors to be able to do something. So we kind of allowed them to really boost the watching. So they add themselves watching a minute, and then because they're sponsors, we give them a little bit of bonus time. Let's go ahead and pull our YouTube app up. So we can say hello to everybody who's popped in. Jack Norman, how's it going? My mic's a little messed up. It wasn't working to start for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure I got it fixed. Morning, Drew. Hope everything's going good for you. And let's go ahead and get the game started here. One thing I did notice while playing on my other account here is this is your live island when you see the title screen. So anything that they show you is what's going on. So anybody as far as people in the game, anything as far as characters, special guests, people kind of wandering in. So we're going to advance the morning announcements. And hopefully... Well, I was hoping the YouTube, they've got this new streaming thing set up, and it's really irritating the way it's working. I had the rules all posted in there. I'm going to have to mess with this YouTube app a little bit more later on in life. All right. Oh, right. He said they were moving. Yes, exactly. Nook and the crew is moving. Resident services is closed because they're constructing. Have a good day, everyone. So here's the thing with resident services closing down, though, right? Here's the concern that we have is, holy snikes, with resident services closing, what are we going to be able to do for ordering things through the catalog, using Nook Miles, all of that? And the short answer is not a thing. Not a thing. So we're going to check our mail, see what we have in the mailbox. Oh, we got some gifts from people. Oh, you guys are so awesome. A little lifesaver like you deserves the reward, except the souvenir from travel. So we got something from Gulliver. And we'll go ahead and throw that away. Here's the gift you forgot to bring. Hope you like it from the guy. Oh, the guy, thank you for the gift. We will mark that. We like getting stuff in there. And oh my gosh, Eric. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Oh, that. So the Animal Crossing New Horizons Switch, we're gonna have to put this on display right away. This is fairly expensive in the game. When you first start the game, it's always in the purchasable stuff. And when we first got it, let's go and open this. It's like 30,000 bells when you have like not a bell to your name. And it's actually got a Switch dock to it, which is pretty cool. That's really neat. Thank you, Eric, for that. That's cool. Let's go see. Move that over there. We'll put it against the light of the window. All right. And let's go ahead and open this. What we got? We got a pinball machine. Oh, Dogai, that's awesome. So I used to play a lot of pinball growing up, like for real. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I really do hope that they have something similar to the GameCube version where you could actually get Nintendo games and play. That would be super amazing if that actually happens. And how do you send gifts, by the way? So the way you send gifts, Norman, is when you're in the airport. Candy Skull mask from Gulliver. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Um, so lesser known fact about Big Rat is she loves the Festival of the Dead. I'm gonna have to show her that, and she's gonna probably steal it from me. But so you go into the airport and you go to the stationery section, and you can send letters to people. And then if you're best friends with people, you should be able to send letters to them as well, just whenever. Um, and I think that's how it works. I've never done it myself, and I feel kind of like a drain on poor Eric because he sent me two things now, and it's like, oh my goodness. Um, so let's go take a look at this real quick. So you go over here. They have cards stand here. I can send a message on a card for 200 bells. Did you know you can send letters to friends you've played with? Oh, even better. Send one. A friend. Oh my gosh, that's even more amazing. All right, so you can go to friends, so I can send one to everybody here, and I can send one to best friends as well. And so, like, we'll just test with Norman since Norman's asking. Send into Norman, no problem. And so then you go and limited availability even. Oh, neat. And oh, I like that one. That's cool. So we'll grab that. And you type in your message. And I'm really bad at this. Like, I keep missing keys and stuff. And this kind of ruins the surprise a little bit. But I didn't know you guys, you send to friends, period. And so you do that. You send the message here. And then you can go to the package. You can send a plus there. And oh, that's cool. I can send you an unchecked fossil. Interesting. Interesting. But I can go ahead and send the saber tooth. That way you can see how it all works. And I know I'm not needing one for mine. You might need it for yours, and if not, you can sell it. And then hit OK. And delivery fee comes with 200 bells. You just pay the 200 bells. And then it's got to save for a second. See the little auto-save thing, because it's got to update my inventory that I don't have the item anymore. Thanks for your business, and that's it. That's how you send letters to people. And they show up in their inbox. You can send it to people on the island the same way. And that was kind of like the original intent of it. But that's much more cooler, in my opinion. So we have a few things we got to do here. So the first hour of the stream, guys, we're going to try to dedicate to actually making some movement here. So we're going to, this is my money tree. If you remember, there was that gold dig spot, and we put some bells in it. So we're going to go here, and there's 10,000 bells, 10,000 more bells, another 10,000 bells. So right there, we just got our money back. in triplicate. It's better than the turnip market. It's better than the stock market. Bury your money in a hole somewhere that glows yellow, and you will magically get 3 times what you bury in it. Let's pole vault over here. A few things that I know from my other game is how certain things are going to play out today. And I'm glad we have some money there, because we'll be able to do some really cool stuff with that. Woohoo, dug up a fossil. So we're going to spend just a few minutes kind of going around and doing some stuff. Now, one thing I did see on the title screen is... Oh, that may be on my other account. Interesting. Interesting. There was a golden shovel spot here, but apparently that's a per player thing. Because I certainly don't see another golden shovel spot here. Wow, I left it alone, so when I get on my other username, that'll pop up. Okay, so I got to find the other golden shovel spot. I do know that the rocks don't regenerate in between people, so that's one thing if you're playing with family members. And many of us are social isolating with family. And so kind of keep that in mind. If you're sharing an island with a sibling or a child or a cousin or anything along those lines that you may be with, you want to make sure that you don't try to steal everything. I mean, you could. I mean, if you're not a nice person, that's absolutely within your purview. But so we left 2 rocks, and as we go along, what I try to do is when I do the rock anchor, I try to keep those holes dug so I can remember which ones I've messed with, so I can get some stuff. So, and usually there's 1 money rock on your island every day. Nope, we want to keep those holes. All right. And so we haven't found the money rock yet. On my other guy, he dug up 3 rocks, and that was mainly because that's my main dude. But at the same time, I know that watching me dig rocks and hit them with a shovel is probably not the most engrossing thing. So over here, oh, interesting. I know I got this one. So I wonder, I didn't realize, so in between players, the holes get filled in. That's rude. I'm going to have to, like, bury something near these rocks then, so I don't wind up forgetting stuff. Yeah, because that's already done. That's already done rock. That's a shame. Okay. So try to be friendly to your family members that you may be sharing this with, and try not to try to figure out a way to mark it, like drop a twig beside it or something. Just to give them a chance. So we know nukes is going to be closed at the moment, so we're not going to be using nukes there, but we are going to shake our trees in case we need the apples. We want to see right here. You can see where we got all these apples, and these apples don't spoil. So, and something Digret probably didn't know, and I'm going to be able to show her that, is you can actually shake more than one time. In Pocket Camp, you can't. So that's something there. Oh, here's my golden shovel spot. Okay. So what we're going to do is 10,000 bells, 10,000 bells, 10,000 bells. And this is a good money investment system. If you have a sure thing, low risk, decent yield kind of fund, you can triple your money. So there's 1,000 bells, but what we're going to do is we're going to put this 30 bells in the hole. Now I'm pretty sure these 30 will multiply. So we want to remember where this is. so far we're doing pretty good today. Let's take that 10 or that 1,000. Let's go ahead and put it away in our pocket. And in just a few minutes, we're going to really start hitting the Nook miles and the fish and everything else pretty hard, because we've been pretty much neglecting that in our playthroughs. Truffles. It's funny that my two tunes are named the same thing, because I have mistaken identity syndrome the whole entire time now. Alright, so since we started playing, I had no Nook miles to start with, and we're not gonna do anything except for document the starting Nook miles here. Alright? And we're gonna just immortalize it in chat. The easiest way we know to document stuff while we're on the couch here. Because we want to see if we really, really go just ham on it, what we can do here. Alright, so we need to earn bells by selling items, catch bugs, chop wood, and grow fruit trees. Okay. That's the first thing. And we're going to try to stay away from the Nook miles, and we're going to look more at the Nook miles plus. So, and we're going to see here, at some point we need to go talk to Blathers. We need to put that away somewhere. Okay. Alrighty, so we're just going to go up and down the coast a little bit. Catch us some fish, because fish sell decently. When they cooperate, that is. Here, fish. Can't you smell underneath the water? This is like some grade A homegrown stink bait, man. Boom. And part of this is going to be a little bit of luck. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Alright, so get the shovel out, as we'll probably hit a clam. Nope, no clam. Alright, here's the next dude. A little fish decided to sneak past us a little. Spacing the pole just right to get the bobber in the water in front of the fish in the ocean. Not the easiest thing sometimes. Is that a dace? Horse mackerel? Ah, okay. Cool. Pick up some clams while we're at it. Eventually we'll see like a message in a bottle, probably. Well, that fish really wants the bait. Reminds me of the neighborhood cat. It acts like it's never eaten any food before when you feed it. Alright, so we got some Nook Mile registrations. Let's see, what do we get? Nothing currently, because remember, we're only going to focus on these Nook Miles Plus right now. We're not going to be focused on anything toward the bottom, because we want to kind of see, like, post-game, right, when we get really far along, and we still want to do some stuff, where are we going to be looking at? And we're only going to be dedicating about an hour of the stream to this, because we know you guys are ready to get on the island. We know how this works. Oh, there's a red snapper. We're getting some pretty good fish, too. Alright. Alright, so we're going to take a small delay. We're going to grab one of these really cool apples. We're going to go here. We're going to dig up a spot. And we're going to put us an apple tree. And that's going to get us the achievement. This is like gaming ASMR. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Interesting. So there's a couple more there. You know, ASMR is one of those things that I've looked at, and people are like, "Well, Mag, you might enjoy ASMR," and I'm like, "Okay." And you know, we do have a member of our community who does ASMR videos, relaxing, fun, and gaming. She's a really awesome part of the Lurk Squad. She's also a school teacher, so our heart goes out to her during this, um, this social distancing situation, because I'm sure she's got to do remote learning where she's at. But she does a lot of ASMR videos, and I have nothing against it. I watched everyone from herself do it to Kevin Smith. It's just not something that I personally enjoy. But again, to each their own. It's just one of those things that you got to figure it out. Chop down trees. So we got to chop down one tree, and that is where the world gets a little rough. So what I want to do before I chop down a tree is we're going to grab us a fruit. We're going to eat this fruit because we don't want to destroy a fruit tree. That's like the very worst thing, in my opinion, we could do right now is destroy a fruit tree. So here we are, this little tree here. That's a hardwood tree, so we're going to plant it. And of course, if you think about it, if this is like gaming ASMR, the king of ASMR then, like the creator of it, you'd absolutely have to go with Bob Ross and all the happy little trees. So let's dig up this hardwood tree, and we had a happy little tree there, so let's go ahead and plant them back. It'll be a pear tree this time instead. Alright, so we had Nick Miles trigger for that because we chopped down a tree. And talk to your neighbors. Well, we know where one of our neighbors is already. We had a pink pig somewhere over here named Truffles. Truffles! Are you collecting truffles today? I want to chat. Hello, Demon Wolf. Low-key fab. So-called trash. Ha ha ha. Oh. So our Turtle Club member who's been tagged as so-called trash makes the history books. So there's our first neighbor, and while we're doing that, we also know that we have a Nook Miles thing for some fish. So we're going to go ahead and grab the fish. Oh, we missed the fish. But we do need to sell some stuff off to get some inventory space. I'm not usually one for utilizing the drop-off box, but we are going to go ahead and sell some stuff off. The clams, we know we absolutely don't need. I know that I've put in a sea butterfly because it was amazing. I'm not sure about the dab, and I'm not sure about the horse mackerel. I know I've caught them, but same thing with the red snapper, so we'll try to donate those later. Been thinking about something that's been on your mind for 2 hours. Okay. Well, Demon Wolf, go ahead and lay it on me, and if you're looking for input, if you're not, some things I find are best when they're a personal epiphany. But if you're looking for input on it, if you're trying to decide one way or the other, if it's family friendly, go ahead and lay it on us, man. And so we have a Nook Miles thing for some fish. And I can't pick anything else up. I must suppress my inner toddler at the moment. My inner toddler wants to pick up everything he comes across. But I can't because we have to get 4 more fish. We could do catch and release, I guess. Oh, that was weird. I don't know if you guys saw the fish kind of halfway disappear. But to C plus bass. I love it. Computer programming puns. There's a game called What a Box for $2. Oh, we got a can and a DIY recipe. We're gonna go. Look at that succulent plant. Clump of weeds times 10 in an empty can. I definitely could do a succulent or two. That's cool. I would have to research that a bit myself. The big question. So it's pre-order right now. Is that? I mean, is it currently not out? Is there a reward for putting animals in the museum besides Nook Miles? I think there is. There generally is. And the last couple Animal Crossing games, there have been rewards for finishing your museum. So it is one of those things you definitely want to accomplish. And that's kind of the scary part about this game is it's going to take at least a year to finish, if you think about it, right? Because you have 4 seasons, and there's certain animals that only show up in certain seasons. Well, Demon Wolf, without knowing anything about it, because it's pre-purchase. Oh, is it not going to give it to us? Do we not get the Nook Miles because we didn't actually get a fish? How rude is that? Alright, we're going to go sell off our fish that we do have so far. And go catch us another fish. Oh, that's right. But yeah, unless there's some video on it, I mean, if you can Google it or search it in YouTube, you might find where some streamers like myself got a reserve copy or a preview copy. I know I occasionally get review copies on certain games, and they're generally, lower value games in the $2 to $10 range because I'm not a prolific streamer. I'm not a social influencer, so I get some stuff for our magnified streams. Alright, so there's the Nook Miles reward for that. Okay, and we need to catch a sea bass, so we're in the right spot for that. Let's see if we can't find a slightly large shadow, since we've been hitting sea bass out of those all day today. Like this one right there. That was a Destin right there. There's a video on it. Markiplier was playing it and he was laughing. He said it was better than Overwatch even though you never play Overwatch. So, Markiplier, the guy seems like a decent person in general, but the more I watch his videos, the more they seem very fabricated. Not that he himself is a liar. I'm not calling Markiplier a liar at all. However, from what I've gathered from watching his stuff, he is, you can tell that he's typically sponsored to do something. Sell fruit, so we can do that too. And this is why we leave this fruit just kind of laying out there for anybody to take. But we also just have it right there. Apples replenish. Alright, so we're going to go up here. And again, we're just catching bugs and fish and just grinding on Nook Miles to see what we can do in an hour's time. Catch a common butterfly. We need to sell a little bit more things. We need to catch bugs. So we're done with the fishing pole for right now. We're going to switch out to our net. We're going to catch this common butterfly. Wow. Was that easy or what? And anytime you get one of these daily Nook Miles, these Nook Miles Plus, you want to cycle them out so you can get an idea of what you're looking for. So another grow fruit trees. And if you remember, there's been a couple of people who've come up to the channel and they've been like, Mag, I think they're going to start doing Nook Miles and you're going to have to pay to get them. And I keep saying, and I said it once and I'll say it again, I don't see Nintendo doing that. And right here, what you're seeing is the reason why. So if you remember, we started off at 4,430 Nook Miles when we started looking at this. And we need to chop wood. Okay, we can chop wood. And chopping wood is a 10 times action. We'll get it in just a few seconds. This looks like it's probably going to be a hornet's nest. Yep. Bam. But yeah, so Markiplier stuff, as good as it is, and as entertaining as he does make a business of being very exaggeratory. And that's because his original audience that he was targeting was through Disney. And so if you think about it, Disney's target audience is somewhere in the 4 to 8-year-old range for a lot of their content. And so they're looking for loud noises, animated gestures, stuff like that. And so every time I see Markiplier streaming, it's always that larger-than-life, over-the-top kind of behavior, no matter what it is. Now, I will say this, though. When it is a decent game, it's usually an over-the-top positive response. And when it's not that good of a game, it's usually an over-the-top negative response. Like, what kind of garbage is this? Blah, blah, blah. So, keep that in mind. They often flutter by. Okay. Nook Miles. Got to talking a little bit and didn't even, follow my own rules here. So we're back to catching some fish and catching some bugs. And we're still looking for people who are on our island, because we do have to talk to 2 of them. And we've got our inventory pretty full up, so what we're going to do also is we're going to go, I'll check out the trilobite my other character got. It's extra. But so I would try to look for someone other than Markiplier just to get a pretty good second opinion or third opinion. Because even my opinion on a game, right, it's going to be filtered through what I like and what I enjoy. There's people that I know out there would be in love with Animal Crossing. But there's also people out there that I know would take a look at Animal Crossing and go, so let me get this straight. The goal is to do chores, talk to people, and pay off your debt while improving your house. And they're like, you really enjoying this game? You're sad? I'm super enjoying this game. This is probably one of those best games ever, and it's interesting because I've mentioned on stream a couple times in the past, Digright and I, once upon a time, we both lost our jobs 2 days apart. Like, Digright lost her job on a Monday, I lost my job on a Wednesday. And so while we were hunting for new jobs, the only game we really had, because you gotta make payments. Bills stop only when you're done paying them off. They don't stop before that. And so we had a GameCube, and we had Animal Crossing, and we had a couple of memory cards for various games. And so we were able to get some, I need to re-talk to him about donations. Make donations. Oh, see that dab? I needed to donate that dab. You spent your gold points on what, a box? Okay. 200 gold points? Yeah, I don't even know how many gold points I have. Um, I'm glad you mentioned that because I'm gonna have to register this game. I haven't registered like 2 or 3 of the last games I bought for gold points. Huh. How about that? I might be able to register a lot of these for gold points and have a new game in a little bit. Oh, here's what I saw on the title screen earlier today too. It's Sahara, everybody. When we open the gates at 8 o'clock, you'll be able to come and see my Sahara. How surprising you will find it. Are you ready to buy? We are going to buy a rug. We do occasionally on Friday nights, Demon Wolf, we do community streams for playing games together along those lines. I would really have to see what a box, and I would have to see really what it is, because if it's not family friendly, it would be something that we wouldn't be interested in streaming. So medium rug, it's 2 tickets. We're going to absolutely buy a large rug. A rug, please. We're going to buy the large rug because we are hooked on the rug game. And don't forget, guys, it is a buffet today. And just ask NightBot here. NightBot, what's a buffet? Five exchange tickets. You want your mysterious wallpaper or equally mysterious flooring? I sure do. Let's get the mysterious flooring. So if you guys caught that, we bought 2 rugs, and we get a floor or a wallpaper. You say it is, or just a box battling other boxes? Interesting. We'll have to take a look at it. So what do we get here? We got a blue argyle rug, palace tile, and a white heart rug. Okay, interesting. So we're going to take a look at the palace tile. First, we're going to walk through our flowers. So you'll notice we went ahead and got our cosmos. We got them set up just like we have our hyacinths over here. Now, I will say this, something that did happen earlier is when we signed in our main account, our hyacinths, we had a yellow hyacinth here. Oop, Nook Miles. Are these Nook Miles Plus? They sure are. So we got 150 more Nook Miles Plus. We have to complete 3 DIY projects. That's easy enough to do. Let's go over here and see what we have. We've collected all this stuff with box cutter and staples. Interesting. All right, what do we have that's craftable? Anything that we're really interested in having inside of our house? Well, we would like to build us a mirror because mirrors, oh, our pockets are full. Womp, womp, womp. So we need to go sell some stuff off. And we're probably going to get a Nook Miles for selling some stuff too. I'm not familiar with Prop Hunt, but again, I'll definitely be taking a look probably at Markiplier's video and a couple other videos just to get an idea. So we can sell the wasps, the butterflies. We've already donated all the fish. I'm pretty certain we have the stink bug. So let's go ahead and sell all of those. Bam. That's going to get us some Nook Miles for the selling requirement, which is a ×2, so that's going to be 150. Oh, we got to chop down another tree. Let's go and chop down this tree up here. Let's see which one of these looks like it needs to go. Where are we thinning this out here? first, we're going to get this bug. Bam. And second, I think we know where we're going to get rid of a tree, because this tree right here is in our way of seeing those bugs. And I'm just going to pull that there, pop that stump up. Alright. And we got more Nook Miles. And we need to catch another common butterfly. Well, common butterflies are fairly easy to come by, it seems. Nope. Speak of the common butterfly, and the butterfly will ask you what's up. And redeem Nook Miles. So that's going to unfortunately be a dead spot. And we're doing this also when we can't use the Nook rewards. And so we're kind of putting a bit of a handicap on us doing this Nook Miles challenge of how many Nook Miles can we get in a day. And we got to get fish, so we're going to switch out to our fishing pole. We're also going to go to our DIY craft station. And I mean, we can't use the big DIY craft station either, so we definitely have some handicap going on. Yes, we got a yellow perch. All them yellow birds got a perch somewhere. Right now, they're just perching on the town sign. All right, and I mean, we don't have hardly any weeds, so we can't make a succulent. That's okay. We got our little thing here. Shouldn't we craft something? Absolutely. So we're going to craft the mirror, because the mirror has some functionality to it. Made a wooden full-length mirror. We need to keep crafting. Keep it going. Roll again, as they say. And what do we want to craft? We have very little in this tune that we can craft overall. A wooden block stereo. We need a wooden block toy. Wooden block toy. That's a wooden block stool. We don't have wooden block toy in our available crafting list. How about that? Ain't that some snot? Alright. Some clay for the plain sink. That wouldn't be too bad to have in our home. But let's go to what we have in storage, because I bet you we have some weeds in storage. You like how the mirror's a leaf till you place it. I like how everything's basically a leaf until you place it. Oh, we got mail. How did we miss that? From Norman. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you, Norman. And 1 second here. We're going to go ahead and tag that with a favorite as well, so we don't wind up deleting it. All right, let's see what we got. We got fruit. 10 oranges. You're amazing, Norman. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Norman. But I like how everything's a leaf until you place it. I like how the customized stuff is also a leaf. So let's move this. And because the mirror is basically usable for changing your look. And this is what the mirror is used for. You can't change my look up, this is what the mirror is. I change it up. And this is how you can change your hairstyle. And if you basically got a hairstyle you didn't care for, or change your eyes out if you're like, well, these eyes just don't look good, or your mouth, your nose, The face paint's kind of weird. We're gonna let that be for now. But we'll change our look here. So now we look like we're halfway surprised all the time. I like how oranges smell. I'm weird though. Digret would be the first person to tell you that I'm weird. I like how they smell, but I don't like how they taste. And me and Digret talked about it over a long amount of time, and we're 99% certain that the reason why I'm not really happy with the oranges and stuff is because growing up I had GERDS, gastroesophageal reflux disease. I still have it, but it's treated and managed now. But before treating and management, acidic fruits would be no bueno. It just wouldn't be fun for me. So we're gonna make it a sink because it just seems neat. I made a plain sink, and we're going to go ahead and craft that succulent. Where did it go? Succulent plant. All right, we're done with that. And we're going to grab our Nook Miles. We got about 15 minutes on this Nook Miles thing. And sell shells, pop a balloon, get some fish. Go ahead and put down the succulent plant. And we're going to put our sink down here because it's really important right now to wash your hands. Oh, Turtle Club, that's amazing. It's really hard to kind of see with the white background. There, you can see it a little bit better right there. But you can see that the water's actually pouring through. It's little things like that that make me just like just a kid in a candy store kind of situation. All right, put that in storage. So we're gonna put down the palace tile. Oh, that looks kind of cool, but not for this room. Place that horizontally. But we're definitely gonna put that in storage. Blue owl rug. Let's put that out. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. Can we put it up against this wall? We can. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So that seems a little bit better. And we can move the sink closer to the pinball machine. I like that. That's kind of nice. I like the way the textures all play out too. And white heart rug, we already know what that looks like. So let's go ahead and put some of this stuff in storage that we know we're not going to be using. And I'll have to have Digrat visit the island at some point so I can start sending her packages when we catch them on stream. And we're going to carry those around with us because we're going to be planting them as we go along. Gotta go. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, Demon Walker. Appreciate it. Wash your hands. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wash your hands. And always remember, you want to wash your hands for 20 seconds. You want to make sure that you're washing the flats of your palms, in between your fingers, the backs of your fingers, the backs of your palms, washing all around your thumbs, and then rub the tips of your fingers along your palm to make sure you get the tips of your fingers, and to ring around the sides of your wrists. There's actually a video out there where a gentleman uses, or a woman, I'm not sure, kind of hard to tell gender by people's hands, but they use a black ink solution kind of thing, and they basically show you how to get proper coverage on your hands. And I feel like that's very important right now, that people kind of see a video similar to that at the very least. So we need some fish, we need to go talk to our neighbors, and we need to sell some shells. So let's be slightly upset with ourselves that we didn't keep our shells and we used them for the low-hanging get some money scheme. All right. That's not a hermit crab. That's actually pretty good for us. Oh, there's a message in a bottle. We'll read that message. What are you trying to tell us, bottle? Oh, okay, freckles. Oh, wait, what was it? Natural garden chair? We'll learn that. Why not? So to be able to sell 10 seashells, clearly we have to have 10 seashells. So right now we have 5. So don't be a hermit crab. Awesome. But at the same time, we also need fish. It's going to be awfully close, Turtle Club, if we can get 2 more Nook Miles rewards at this rate. Oh, there we go. Eat it, fish. Eat it, fish. Oh. That was unfortunate. Knock, knock. I'm not at home right now. So Bertha's not home. We know Truffles isn't home, or wasn't home. Out playing. Okay. So somewhere on this island is Bertha and Truffles. And what was our other Nook Miles? I feel like we had another really easy one to grab, and we just don't. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I feel like the talk to the animals requirements are a little bit hard. I'm sleeping, please don't wake me. Okay, well, we're not going to be able to get that one then. So that one's kind of a dead spot as well. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Alright, big fishy in the pond. Eat the bait. Now, if this were a real pond, these are real fish, that would have just spooked the snot out of that thing. Wow, this thing is like a picky child refusing to eat food. Come on, fish. Don't you want to put on a lot of weight? Alright, we scared it. Oh well. Oh, hey! There's Bertha. Bloop. What's the latest, Bertha? I know exactly what kind of movies Maxine likes. Okay. Oh, a fellow angler, eh, Truffles? How's the fish biting? A crucian carp. Getting awfully close to the 8 o'clock hour here, guys. And that's where we're going to be stopping with the Nook Miles crying. We're going to get us a good total of how much we got to get us an idea. And then we're going to open up the gates and post the dodo code. That was a little off. Let's flick the wrist a little bit to get some spin on that. There we go. Oh, that thing wanted it right away. Right away. Okay. Sea butterfly, not to be confused with the sea moth. We need 2 more fish. That was a hermit crab, unfortunately. But we're not going to break our stride. We're just going to keep on moving. Catch that one there. Of course, mackerel. One more fish. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Whereas most of the fish that I go out and find in real life, they reply with, no, stupid, 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 stupid. But, you know, we got some pretty forgiving fish here in Animal Crossing. A crucian carp. Those are caught in the rivers, right? And we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 2 more seashells. 2 more seashells and a crucian carp. Maybe a balloon in the next few minutes. We'll see. Can we make it? Will we get there? I don't know. Well, truffles is bad luck for fish. But that might be another carp. If I remember, it was about that size. Alright, that should be alright. There we go. Nope, it's a loach. It's a loach. It's the loaches with the mostest. Let's, maybe I was wrong. Maybe the carp's a little bit bigger. No, that's a black bass. You got an oarfish. Hey, that's cool. I'm sure there's a great pun for the oarfish. I wonder if it hangs out with the andfish. That's another loach. Alright. The fish thing's kind of random, so let's try to hit these last 2 seashells. Oh, there's some coral, and there's a seashell, because we got 5 more minutes. And, you know, we're doing this at a fairly leisurely pace. I wouldn't say that we're really just saddles blazing right now, but we're definitely kind of speeding a little bit too. This thing's about to face down. Yeah. There's the bait. There's the bait. Take it. Take it. Come toward it. Fine, be that way. Maybe now you see the bait? Oh, you see the bait now. Alright. And it's another black. Oh, it's a carp. It's not the crucian carp. We'll swap it with a loach, because I think they sell for different amounts. Alright. So we are right with the carps being about that size. Yeah, let's sell it. Sell it. And we'll go ahead and sell some weeds, because why not? And this will give us our Nook Miles Plus for selling that kind of stuff. And grow a fruit tree, which we were planning to do anyways, because we were planning to plant us an orange. Let's see, we will make sure that we actually get an orange tree out of this, so it's right there. Sounds about good. Good morning, Eric. We are doing great, sir, and thank you for the Nintendo Switch. That was amazing. That was awesome. I didn't realize you could send letters to people, to just anybody. Gold nuggets are used for crafting things later, Jack. They are they are absolutely needed for certain things. Um, so let's. Did we already do the Nook Miles Plus for that? We did. What do we got? We got chop wood. So we're starting to run a little bit low on what we can do for Nook Miles, but something like that pops up, and we can start doing some wood chopping. And again, all we need is chop wood 10 times. That's 3 right there. That's another 3. That's 3. And that's 4. And we're going to tap that the other 2 times just to complete the tree. And let's go ahead and get our Nook Miles Plus out of that. And unfortunately, Wade's not going to wake up for us. Earn bells by selling items. Well, we unfortunately had to sell things for inventory. Let's go ahead and see. This might be a crucian carp. It may be big enough for that. And that's going to be the last thing that we're going to do before time gets called. Nope, that's another bass. Alright, so we may or may not be able to get the 5,000. I don't think we're going to get it before they open. Yeah, the wood's kind of cheap, so that's alright. So we'll call this where we're stopping the experiment with the Nook Miles. So we went through a whole lot. I would keep it. I would keep it, Norman, to be honest. And because you never know how hard that stuff's going to be to get. And just a reminder here before we get this total, for NightBot to remember everything that happens after the buffet starts. That we started here back at 7:13 with 4,430 Nook Miles and doing nothing but Nook Plus for less than an hour. I mean, here we are, 7:13 we started, so we're like 45 minutes in, right? So in 45 minutes time, we got what, 3,480. So we got just shy of 3,500 miles in 45 minutes. So yeah, so we're at 780. So gold nuggets are very hard to come by. That's good to know. If Eric's saying they're hard to come by, then we definitely want to keep a handle on that. So that's just that. So in 45 minutes, and then let's go ahead and, if you're a starting player, let's see what else you can get. So right there, we got enough out of 45 minutes game time. At the very beginning, we got enough to get 1 ticket, and if we were a new player, we got enough to get 2 tickets. And I want to point out that we did all of this with the drop-off box, only using the drop-off box for being able to sell for the sell so much stuff, and we did that with the rec center being closed down. So we couldn't even do that. So yeah, 3,450 before we even cashed anything in, and then we got 900 more on just regular stuff. So yeah, so those people that are saying that Nintendo's going to make it to where we can simply buy miles with money, I don't see that happening. I don't see Nintendo letting us buy miles with money, because if they were to let us buy miles with money, what? How many miles would you have to give? I mean, usually Nintendo, when they charge money for stuff in some of their other games, the way they work it is that the money you spend is supposed to save you like a day of gameplay. Um, and if you're playing Animal Crossing for like 2 or 3 hours a day, and you can already get like 4,000 miles, I just foresee it being a ridiculous amount of miles. Do I have an oarfish? I do not, Norman. I've not caught one. I've not done a whole lot of fishing, but I don't think I even got a honeybee yet. What was I? What was I hitting? Was I hitting the fence post? I was. Okay, that's important to know for future. The fence is a barrier, and it acts like all other barriers. All right, Turtle Club. So we're up at the 8 o'clock hour, and as we mentioned in the description for the video, which for some reason YouTube didn't carry over, at 8 o'clock we're going to go ahead and throw the gates open. So we're going to have about an hour for people to come visit and play around and stuff like that. All right, we want visitors. We're going to do online play. Get that internet all set up. And who all do I want to invite? We're going to do all my friends. And actually, we're going to go ahead and close the gate because I forgot that. We're going to close the gate. In just a second, guys. I have a doctor's message that just popped up. Okay. Had to reply to my doctor. They're letting us know that certain things are being pushed around, and so many of you know that during the beginning of the month or the end of the month, depending upon how the timing works, I usually go in for blood work. And so my doctor's office, with COVID-19, it's pretty crazy stuff. All right. Remember, we're going to use dodo code. We want to invite by a dodo code. We want to invite only my best friends with the dodo code, or only my friends with the dodo code. Opening the gate now, and we will soon have the dodo code. And dodo code is H2D94. Cut, paste. That way it's there on my. Alrighty, guys. So the gates are open. They'll be open, and we'll be streaming till 9 o'clock, at which time we are going to check the official YouTube app, which is what we're using these days to chat with people. Dum, bum, bum, bum. Boom, 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 boom. I gotta admit, I do kind of like all the vibe we got going on. You know, now I think about it, I do need to check one thing on Discord real quick. Did Mikey actually see us go live? Not looking like you did. It looks like Mikey still doesn't know we've gone live. Interesting. Very interesting. We're here waiting for people to come in. Interesting. Well, no matter of worries. Can I... Oh. I was just seeing if I could still edit stuff. And I picked up the fence piece. Oh, that was great timing. Who do we got coming in? Who's coming in? The pro lad Norman all the way from England. Do. And I think it's like just a little after 11 for Norman right now. Bum. Though I could be wrong. 12:11. I am wrong. It's because daylight savings over here, I think. That I'm doing really weird math. But that doesn't make any sense. 12:11, so you're 4 hours ahead. Okay. Here comes Norman with their social distancing attire all the way on as well. And I think me picking this up at the moment I did. Yep. Can't build any fences. When you have neighbors, you can't mend fences or build fences. Interesting. Oh, thank you, Norman. What's outdoor generator? Well, I appreciate that, Norman. I have one set up at one spot of the island. I'll have to set another one up near another spot. Oh, I also spaced out my bamboo trees. I don't think they were far apart enough to actually produce shoots, so I fixed that. It looks like my coconut trees are growing. Hey, Sahara's over here on the west coast, Norman, if you want to talk to Sahara. She's by the coconut trees. Do. So we did find out that we could absolutely get a lot of Nook miles. Oh, we have someone else coming in. This could be Eric. This could be Demon Wolf. This could be somebody on the Lurk squad. This could potentially be Drew coming in. I thought the game said we had somebody coming in. Did I see that? Please close the window. Okay, we closed the window. Window's closed. That's Eric coming in from the Misty Isle. Here's Eric. In his awesome, like, vacation attire, it looks like. Hmm. Do. Alright, now we got the shovel out. Now we're gonna dig that up. Apparently Boris Johnson was positive for tested coronavirus. That's unfortunate. Your neighbor Teddy talked about me the other day. Oh, that's cool. I had, I think the guy, one of my neighbors talked about them. Like, it wasn't like the guy's name used, but it was the guy's title at the very beginning of the stream, and I was like, that's kind of awesome. And I did get some new flowers to grow. So I had a yellow flower grow here, which I put over here, and I'm 99% certain that this is a new yellow flower too. One second, guys. Okay. I put a ticket into the response team for CouchBot, and they are letting me know that they're working on it. Okay. So I do apologize, guys. We're going to be adding a few minutes to the stream, and because of that, but we're trying to get this fixed because YouTube itself is having issues, as many of you may have seen from what Chadley was talking about yesterday. And we are wanting to make sure we get that all fixed as best as we can. Yeah, right. And sorry about that, guys. So we're going to go ahead and add 5 minutes onto the buffet timer. That's your Wind Waker shirt. I got to go take a look at the Wind Waker shirt then. Hopefully we've provided enough troubleshooting information to the CouchBot owner support team. And, oh, there's a praying mantis. Apparently I missed and its prayers were answered. Sahara over on the west coast, if anybody's wanting some Sahara stuff, buy the coconut trees still. And apologies, guys, for the minor stream delay there. We always try to keep everything flowing as good as we can because we know we're all here just to have a decent time and kick back and relax. I wonder, while we're here, so we can visit our neighbors while we're here. Interesting. Which they may not be in. Oh, she's decorated pretty nice. I'm very jealous of this stove sink combo. Hello, Bertha. Oh, that's too cool. They like talk about their stuff and identify what it is. That's interesting. I like how there's some like, really low level conversational AI stuff going on in this game. It's, minor stuff like that you don't have to do in a game like this when you're designing it and programming it. But Nintendo kind of goes that extra mile for it. Hello, little honeybee. I'm 99 certain of a percentage that I'm going to keep missing you all stream, apparently. Now, you want to get furniture? Oh, you know what? That was weird. That was some lag, possibly? I need to go take a look at Nook, because Nook's is open now. Let's take a look. Yeah, but the furniture's pretty cool in that house. I gotta admit, I was the way they got their stuff decorated in this game, it gives you some ideas. And gives you some ideas. Going into Nook's Cranny, going into Nook's Cranny, going into Nook's Cranny. Cream and sugar. We're passing the cream and sugar. Don't think we want the giant teddy bear. An Ethereum plant. We're good for that too. I think we don't need those. But what we do want is we want to take a look in here and see what we have. What's in the cabinet? What's in the cabinet? White paper. Wall of Streams DIY. Tester Skills DIY. DIY for beginners. Nothing all that exciting there. A skull wall. That's kind of neat. A little off-putting, but kind of neat. So furniture-wise, not all that much. I mean, we can create stuff in the DIY. And we got that recipe. Speaking of which, we need to check that recipe out, don't we? We need to check out the recipe for the backyard lawn. That's right. It takes 30 clumps of weeds. Oh, and we got a chat log in the message here. Cherries. We're out of cherries at the moment. We had quite a few people come on the island yesterday. We had 4 people total on the island, Eric. So halfway to 8, right? And I was like, all right, everybody who's coming in for fruit, just, please only take one so everybody can get one if you're taking fruit. And the cherries sold out in like seconds. If you look over here, you can see like there's a peach, an apple, a pear, and there's no bamboo shoots either, but the cherry tree is totally empty. So eventually we'll be able to get some more cherries, and I'll probably, the next crop that comes out, I'm actually going to just plant. Part of my next goal is to probably turn this section here into the orchard and put all the different kinds of trees over here instead. So I can expand to the number of trees that we have. Right. Let's see here. Display pictures. I didn't have a tiger beetle in this guy. Oh man, I need to start catching more bugs. Because I know the other Max Seeker's got tiger beetles. And so here's all the people that we've ever had contact with. I like how that actually shows up like that. And everyone who's friends on with us on Nintendo Switch and isn't best friends. That's the one thing, right? It's the friends and the best friends. But not being able to get Nook miles, not being able to get Nook tickets, we may have to visit other people's islands today. We might do that. What do you guys think, Turtle Club? Is after we hit the extended timer on the stream today, maybe we spend part of the stream hopping to other islands. I can at least get this one identified. Hello, TNT. How are you today? Hope your Friday morning's going well. Go identify our fossil here. We're going to assess our fossils here. See what we get. Confirm. Indeed. Right, Megalo side. Well, once the world gets back to where we can make donations, we'll see that you just got this game yesterday. Well, excellent, TNT. I hope you enjoy it. It's definitely a game that's not for everybody, but if you like games like Minecraft and Stardew Valley, there's definitely parallels for these games. Looks like someone's leaving. Okay. Sorry to see someone leave, but that happens sometimes. Have a good one, Norman. Thank you for hanging out with us and playing. Really appreciate it. Saving. And on the plus side, we haven't had a power outage today, so that's actually a bonus in my opinion. That saved right then and there like that. All right. And you know, Turtle Club, I've still not found that fifth rock that we can hit. I need to kind of look where that might be. I think it might be out here in this area. I could be wrong, though. Because we do have a similar, very similar to Animal Crossing. It's not identical, right? It's there's a whole lot different level of creativity in Minecraft than Animal Crossing. You have a way different form of expression through that game. But there are some parallels, right? You're on a pre-built place. There are some villagers. You're able to build a few things, and it's definitely one of those games that you can kind of veg to. I think this might be the rock that we've not done yet. I think we finally found a turtle club. And we'll see if any of our... Oh, I'm pretty sure that was the rock, and we had a visitor who got it for us. That's okay. Let's see here. So I know Eric is still on the island, because it hasn't told us that Eric's left yet. What's your thoughts on the shaking fruit trees and just leaving the fruit on the ground until you need it, Eric? Kind of curious, because that's one thing that Digrat swears by, and so I'm trying it her way right now to see if there's any huge advantage, and I gotta admit there's a little bit of an advantage. The one advantage is that the fruits keep growing, and the other advantage is I know which trees are fruit trees without having to eat a fruit. Money tree, that's not bad. Spear the fish. You can't spear fish in this game. Watch me. You know, I haven't gone to like... So I have 5 villagers in my game now. I feel like I should have gotten the 3 villagers chat by now. You really like that idea. You never even thought of that before. Yeah, I had no clue about it either, but Digrat, so she played hundreds of hours on Pocket Camp, and there was all these quests involving fruit and stuff, and so she would shake the fruit, and in Animal Crossing, you can actually have only 3 fruit on the ground per tree, but that was her way of doing it, and it was like saving on inventory space that way too. She's like, that way I don't have to have the inventory space in my pocket taken up by it. Customize items. Interesting. That we could probably do. But yeah, and I don't know how much fruit will go on the ground. Oh, okay. There's the Wind Waker shirt. That's pretty cool, man. Is that a pattern? Or is that actually a purchased shirt? Inquiring minds need to know. Oh wait, is that a balloon? Oh, that's a Sahara. Okay. Poor Sahara. I feel bad. I called you a balloon. I didn't mean to call you a balloon. Now please, I will accept the money payment. It was a QR code. Okay. So, interesting. So I'm gonna have to look into that because that's like the Nook link, right? No, thank you. Wait. Yeah, we'll buy mysterious wallpaper. Oh, Sahara, what's your medium rug? And then we have to back away from Sahara because it looks like Eric is chomping at the bit to take a crack at this. The white heart rug, no. I'm wanting the Argyle rug because the Argyle rug looks really nice. I didn't mean to do that. I'll pass. I'm trying to get a free floor. You can tell I'm a little bit on the tired side, Turf Club. I make really bad mistakes. Large rug. Blue Argyle. Yes, we want the blue Argyle. Okay, all yours, Eric. All yours, man. I need to find out how to unlock the responses because I can't. I hit the right trigger button because I know that's what the button is because I've got it on my other character, and it doesn't happen. All right. Oh. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop this here. Pick up the rug, face this way, and then place the rug. There we go. Now the pattern matches. I don't think my OCD was going to allow for that. All right, so let's go ahead and put this back here. Let's put down the coolest Nintendo Switch ever. Oh, we have company. I still think it's cool that you can turn the sink on. I don't know why that's as mind-blowing as it is, but it is. I'm from Oklahoma. We do have running water in Oklahoma. I live in Atlanta now. We have running water in Atlanta. Can I push my stuff? Nope. What about changing my look? Can I do that? I can change my look while I have people in my house. That's interesting. So that I can change. But I can't change the actual house. Hello, Christine from Australia. Welcome to the channel. My name's Mag Synchro, and this is a family-friendly stream. Never been to the U.S. No worries. No worries. I've never been to Australia, so we're in pretty good company then. We're doing what we call a buffet stream today, which means that at 9 o'clock, if we got people watching, we're going to keep going. And I can access a small blue round mat. Okay, I don't know what that looks like yet. And we have some oranges that we can go plant. Shake Your Tree is the one that's checked for furniture, yeah. Making an orchard, well, good. That's making an orchard's pretty important to kind of get going in Animal Crossing. But yeah, I try to make it a habit to shake all my trees to check for furniture, but I'm bad at it. I need to be better at it. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and immortalize this in film real quick. Boom. Picture of company. Wonder if the music will play. The radio is on. Okay, it's talk radio at this hour. You're in London, originally from Spain. Okay. Should you buy this game? All your friends love it, but you're not sure. Definitely looks cute, but will you enjoy it? So, Ada, what other games do you like to play? the you know do you have any 25K trees? Uh, Nothing at the moment. I shake all the money on my trees before I stream with people. Um, Usually enjoy games like Final Fantasy, Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid, survival horror mostly. Animal Crossing definitely isn't within that genre. I would say if you're looking at Animal Crossing, one of the similar games to look at would be like Stardew Valley, Yonder, Minecraft, um, more trading kind of oriented games like Lemonade Stand Tycoon, things that you really don't have a an end game per se in Animal Crossing. And so this is more like a sit on the couch, hang out with friends, chat over voice chat, and just experience the game as you can. Minecraft is pretty good. I thought about that, Eric. The portable cooler. That's kind of a neat idea. Um, does the portable cooler does that tap into all your stuff stored in the house? Like, inquiring mind needs to know this now. 1 second. I have to go back to my house because Eric just made my brain explode and melt all at once. That's interesting. That's interesting, Eric. I okay, I have some clothing I can put in storage right now that we got from Gulliver. That's pretty cool. Not for supplies, but for clothes. That I like that. I like that. So you tried playing Terraria, don't start with friends, never fully got into it. Yeah, and see you have, and that's one of those things that is in a hierarchy of player needs. Is some people need to be able to feel like they're accomplishing something that they can move on from, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, if you're like me, I'm an extrovert, so I am I am one of those people that my introvert friends need to check on because this social distancing, this is starting to kind of stir crazy me a lot. But I get a lot of my socializing out through YouTube and through streaming. It works really good for me because I work nights. I kind of moved to that. Um, so if you're an extrovert like me and you need that social interaction, this may not be a bad game to pick up for a short period of time. Get changed. Oh, that's so awesome, Eric. Oh my gosh, man! Every time you pop up on my island, you are just a game-changing, mind-blowing kind of guy. Quarantine now anyway, so you should have time to enjoy relaxing time on an island. Resident Evil Resistance is coming out soon, so you're sparing your coins. That's not a bad idea. 4 straight mystery islands did not see any villagers. 43K Nook miles. Wow. Being an extrovert needing to socialize. Yeah, it's not easy for us, Ada. It's not. Call of Duty, Pokemon, stuff like that, but this is also a good quiet game. Turns your brain off. Exactly, Christine. Sometimes you need to do the unwinding thing. I like first person shooters, but my itch when I go to game stuff is games that I can just kind of veg and grind on. And like Ark is one of them. Pokemon's definitely one of those. We'll probably have a Pokemon stream coming up sometime in the near future on here as well. We haven't played Pokemon in a couple of weeks, so we've missed out on some of the really cool raid stuff. But Animal Crossing came out, and it's such a fun game for me. Um, what other games do I have loaded up right now? Hope Sahara's sleeping. That's funny. A couple RPGs. I've got a tabletop role-playing group that I've got going on Thursday nights right now, and that kind of helps. Two Point Hospital. I heard really good things about Two Point Hospital, but I'm like, I'm not sure if that's anything along that. I don't think is really entirely streamable right now. I want to keep that in my inventory. This I need to put down on the ground and put back where it goes. Back on this wall near the light. On the cool carpet. On the cool rug rather. But yeah. You'd think so, but it's funny. Yeah, some funny games I have no problem streaming. I enjoy a good comedy, but at the moment with the situation being what it is, as edgy as we kind of get on this channel, and as edgy as I'm comfortable with yet, is saying things like we're social distancing the Nintendo way. TNT will be streaming until 9 o'clock at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which, as you can see on my clock, is 8:44 right now on the bottom left-hand corner. We're going to be stopping the stream, pausing the stream briefly, and we have what's called a buffet, and we'll have NightBot tell us exactly what a buffet is in a second by typing in the chat command, so you can see here. And so it'll tell you, explain a little bit how the rules work. Cheap way to repair a tool, customize the tool. Oh, Eric. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, Ada, that's a good point. Animal Crossing, even if you've never played it before, after you've played it for about maybe 2 hours, it instantly becomes very repetitious in an intriguing way. Like designing your garden, moving your trees, talking to your villagers, catching fish. And there is a minor, I wouldn't call it combat, but it is kind of combative. There's a couple of bugs in the game that will attack you, and they require a little bit of ferreting out how to outsmart those bugs. And of course, those that have watched the game and are familiar with it more than I may know more than the two that I'm talking about. But the two that I'm talking about right now are wasps and tarantulas. And the tarantulas, they will just bum rush you and knock you out. Now, there's no real big negative impact for being knocked out, except for it does waste some of your time. And in a game that kind of lives by the clock, wasting time is pretty bad. The wasps, on the other hand, they come when you are taking advantage of the trees, like I'm doing right now, shaking them. You can wind up shaking out a wasp nest. Now, we've had some people over on our island, so there's a strong chance that we're not going to get a second wasp nest on stream. But what happens is the nest falls on the ground, it angers the wasps, and they come after you. And so you have to quickly be thinking on your feet. You have to jet away from the tree, quickly get to your inventory, get to your net, do a 180, and slam the net, just to be able to catch them. Now, if you don't, what they'll wind up doing is they will sting the snot out of your face, and you'll fall down, and the villagers will react a little differently to you, while your face is all puffy and swollen from a wasp bite. So there's a little bit of, I wouldn't quite call it survival horror jump scare like you're used to in your Resident Evil series, but there are some moments that are definitely a bit more adrenaline inducing than what you're seeing at the moment. So, but yeah, if all your friends are playing it though, it's not one of those things that I feel like, if all your friends were jumping off a bridge, would you? That's not what we're going with that. Oh, a writing desk, neat. And we got some Nook Miles for shaking down some furniture. That's the first time we've done it on stream. But yeah, so it definitely has some moments there that you may be interested in. But as far as if you've got gold coins in Nintendo, gold points, I would say you may be better served, especially if you're in quarantine for 14 days. There may be some better games to play. Came out the same day as Animal Crossing was Doom. So if you're already playing games similar to Resident Evil and the like, Parasite Eve 2, those kind of things, Doom on Switch might not be bad. Skyrim's a really good engrossing one if you've not played it before. I don't think I can entirely recommend it on Switch though, because the graphics are a little watered down, and the gameplay is a little watered down. Not a whole lot, just enough to where you realize that the Nintendo Switch is not as powerful as other consoles. I need to see what my other Nook Miles categories are. I keep forgetting to do that. Customize items. We could do that. We can go get our customization and customize 2 items. Oh, Eric. So, question about the customization thing that you were talking about. So, like, if I make a shovel red, can I turn around and make it blue and bounce it back and forth? Oh my gosh, Eric, that's no bueno. That's kind of like a rip kind of situation. Because it's like, all right, here you go, tarantula. I got you cornered. You're mine now. You swing the net, and it goes, and then the next thing you know, you're fainting because the tarantula jumped you. Uh, that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. I did read something about Tarantula Island. Um, oh wow, that's a game changer, Eric. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to customize 2 items anyways. So let's grab this, grab that, and grab that. Submarine, pile tiles, shutter walls. Okay. I'm curious if I can customize any of the stuff that I got from Sahara. No, wrong button. Let's craft. And we pushed the wrong button again. Alright, 3rd time's the charm, guys. Still haven't caught one yet. Oh, wow. Do you need a tarantula? For like your museum? I mean, not having caught one is like, for your Critterpedia, but your museum and Critterpedia are separate, so maybe someone gave you one, or if someone else is on your island that gave you one. Claim the Nook Miles. Yep, you still need one. Okay, Eric, if you could leave the island for a second. I think I've got one in my inventory on my main character. And I can switch over to them, set it down, and transfer it to this dude. That way you don't have to worry, that way we can kind of get you a tarantula. Just as a thank you for all the cool stuff you've done for us, man. It's always interesting to play this game with stream delay, because I know Eric's like mulling it over right now and typing and stuff, and you can see his character just kind of standing there. Oh, Yep, he's jumping off the island, Turtle Club. All right, we'll wait for him to leave. Then we'll save. You just met Wisp? Oh, Christine! I've not met Wisp ever. I have two profiles. This one we stream always during this time of day, so that's kind of like a duh. You're not going to meet Wisp on this account, Mag, because you're never playing during the night. Meanwhile, on my main one that I played during the night hours, I've never met Wisp. Digrat's found Wisp 4 times, and we've never found Wisp on my island yet. He is just the cutest little ball of ectoplasm, ever. And I actually used to farm Wisp on Animal Crossing for GameCube because I've always been like a night worker or night owl. All right, so let's go ahead and just do this. Wrapping up for now is a little bit of an misnomer because we're jumping on, coming back, putting down some tarantulas. I'm 99% certain I didn't sell this tarantula off. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'm sorry for getting your hopes up, Eric. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Animal Crossing's loading. That's probably the worst part about this little game. And I don't think I've played on this account since daily announcements. Maybe I did. Yeah, I got on briefly at like 5 o'clock this morning. All right, let's see here. Oh, there we go. Awesome. And I can actually put those down too. Interesting. Let me just double check that there's nothing else that I want to do with this real quick. All right. We're going to place item. And we're going to, I think that's everything we want here. Yep. And we'll show off our other house real quick since we never show off this profile. So this is my main room here. Got my little workbench and my switch. In my work from home situation, I got a fax and a typewriter. It's not exactly the most top of the line computer, but it's close for Animal Crossing. In the bedroom that I've got, I have a record player. The record players are kind of cool because you can put the KK Slider songs in, which I think is pretty awesome. And then there's my Baby Yoda sheets. And then my writing desk, which the light turns on, which I think is just amazing. But, so we got the tarantula out there, so we can go ahead and save and end. And we can go back and throw open the gates. And okay. F99PB. Well, just a couple of real quick questions, TNT, before we do that. And we hit the wrong button. I'm still, like, muscle memory for this game is still solely tied into GameCube. So we're doing family-friendly streaming, right? So I got to ask, is there anything inappropriate on your island? Because some of the people that have been here before for a very long time are, people that are members of the community that I trust. And I want to make sure that those people that come to view our family-friendly content are not going to be seeing something that we would prefer them not see. No, there isn't, or no, there is. I got to be a little bit on the specific side. Sorry about that. Because we'll absolutely come and visit your island, because we like enjoying other viewers' islands. But we always want to make sure that we're doing good. We got to do right by our community. We've built this community over the last 3 years. This is the 4th year of streaming we're doing, so we want to make sure that we don't do anything outward against that. Got lots of extra fossils. I just read that, Eric. Oh man, that's I don't want to take your fossils, dude. I appreciate your offer. I really do. And like, quite possibly, when the world becomes really, really bad, and we might be able to do that. Can I? Is there a drop option? No, there's just a place item. Okay, cool. So I think the way I'm going to have to do this, your new code is 5LK1B. Okay. So we're going to send a letter to Eric, because it dawned on me. We can simply send a letter instead, because we were testing the letter thing. We're going to send a letter. Your gates are open, no code? Okay. I don't think I can give it to you, though, Eric. So I think I have to mail it to you, because I can't just drop it. And on your island, I don't think I can place it. But we're best friends, so I can place stuff on yours, can't I? So let me go pop over to Eric's island real quick. We're gonna go to Misty Island again, guys. And then after visiting Eric's island, then we'll go take a look at TNT's. Because while we're in want to visit someone. We're gonna go to online play. Roger that. And then it's 9 o'clock, so we're going to be pausing the stream as we do this real quick. So let's take a look really quick at the handy dandy YouTube information, guys. We have 2 likes and 4 watching, so that's going to put us at 6 minutes. We've had no sponsors show up. That happens sometimes, but that's part of that's going to be because we've had some issues with YouTube in general. We are going to add 5 minutes for bonus time. And so that's going to give us a total of 11 more minutes on the stream. We had 1 more like kind of sneak in there, so we're going to go for 12 minutes. So at 12 after is when we'll be ending the stream. I promise you, TNT, we are going to take a look at your island. I'm just going to pop over to Eric's, take a real quick look, give a tarantula, and then we'll come back. Eric's been so helpful for everything, and I've been hoping I could do something to help Eric out, and the fact that he needs a tarantula, that's just great in my opinion. I can do something to help a friend out. Made some changes to the island. Awesome. We'll be able to see some of those as we fly in. Just liked? Thank you, Christine. That's probably where that light come in at. Yeah, where we got the 3 lights. That sneak in there. Oh, I like the pool and the oven. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're getting to see some future stuff. What, Able Sisters? Oh, for the love of everything, if that's Puck, I'm going to have to like kidnap one of your villagers. Puck is like one of my favorite villagers of all time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Puck! Buddy! Pal! Oh my gosh! Let's chat, buddy. Responsible friend. Tuna casserole master. Ah. I need to figure out how to get people to come over to the islands, but alright. That was what I was afraid of. So we can show it, and we can release it. So the next thing we're going to have to do is see, can we send live animals through the mail? And I hope we can. I really do. Looks like only the residents can use them. Oh, alright. We're going to go on a really quick whirlwind tour of the island here. I like the guest services. Wow. April 5th. Oh, Eric. You've been doing some time traveling, buddy. Your bulletin board unfortunately told on you. Your island is not much though, just started yesterday. No worries, TNT, no worries. I like your other bridges though. Oh, those cosmos are cool. So I got to go back to my island to see if I can ship you a letter with a tarantula in it. Because not being able to send like animals and bugs and stuff makes me a little meh. I understand where they might gate the content like that, but that's a little rude. We're gonna go home. Do do do. All right, clear skies to you. We're gonna go home. We're gonna see if we can send a letter to Eric with a tarantula attached. I'm hoping we can. Otherwise, Eric's option to catch a tarantula is going to be getting on the Tarantula Island. All right. So we got some miles for flying, but all right, we're gonna try to send off the tarantula, and then we're gonna visit TNT's code. Yes, we want to send one. We want to send it to a friend. Which friend do you want to write to? We want to write to Eric. We're going to airplane. And Proper grammar. Just because we're social distancing means nothing about us not using proper grammar. And proper spelling. And add gift. Ah, Shell's bot. Well, so we can't send live packages. How can I get a spider to Eric? So store for later. Maybe we can gift wrap it. I mean, that could work, right? We gift wrap the package, poke a couple holes in it. But we'll actually, I gotta stop. We're gonna save that for later for a second. All right, here we go. 5LK1B. Let's go ahead and try to visit TNT before we gotta stop streaming. We're gonna fly. We want to visit someone. We're gonna do online play. Roger. Watch him type away. Type. And we're going to search via dodo code. And I think the dodo code thing fixes the problem they had a little bit with the with Pokemon, right? Instead of having people set their own up, which, you get a lot of overlap. And making it alphanumeric puts way more combinations in there. Waiting for the arrival. I always like flying into the islands too. It's just neat. You get to see so much. Oh, that's a smart idea. Looks like that's a custom pattern you put down for a tree. I like that. I like that a lot. Like, I wonder. I have to test that. That's cool, TNT. Like a good way to mark where you're wanting to put trees at. Well, this takes me back to a week ago when we just started our island. Oh, you got a mouse or a koala? That's a koala. That's cool. Oh, but you know what that is, though? That's a dragonfly is what that is. Oh. Oh, TNT. I'm going to ask very politely, which country are you living in, sir? Or ma'am? Because I think you're living in a different hemisphere than me. Because this is the first dragonfly I found. And it's probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to catch so far. Oh, we're going to swap that dragonfly with a butterfly. Go to the orange tent. Okay. Orange tent. I'm guessing this is you? Looks like no one's here. Okay. Does the sign say who's on it? Lyman. Okay, so that's Lyman's tent. You got the tree icon as face paint. That's kind of neat. Well, here's your tent. This is your yellow one. Cool deal. Gotta wait for the person to come in and load up. And my alarm's going off for our stream timer. We're gonna give it just a couple more minutes because we were. Yeah. Oh, I like the different colored camo tent. That's cool. And the blue and the yellow. So you've already got the customization stuff? It is cozy. It is very cozy. Do you have the pole vault and the ladder yet? TNT? I'm gonna say you probably don't. I mean, do you have those tools yet? I see the bonfire. It looks like you're like day one, maybe? I need to check the chat log. And now I'll be able to start sending stuff there, maybe. How to make pole vault. Okay. So there's a you eventually will get these items in the game, but I can craft them. So here, I'm just going to drop them for you. That way you can get them super early. So you can have those. Because they're not hard to make and they never break. And so now you can use the pole vault and you just go up to the lake and hit the A button and you'll jump over the lake, You'll have to switch to the pole vault though. And not the fishing pole. If you use your left and right arrow buttons, it'll switch to your other tools too. Yeah, you want to hold it, not drop it. It takes a while to get used to that. And then the ladder, like if you'll go to your waterfall, you can use the ladder to climb up the cliff, and it works just like the pole vault does. That way you can get to that top section that you've not been able to get to yet. I thought you would appreciate that. I gave, this is like the third or fourth ladder I've given out to friends because it just lets you get to some more cool stuff early, in my opinion. But we're going to take a look over here at the rest of the basic island we have. I like the way the basic island just feels. It's always just kind of a nice, pleasant feeling. You got a pretty good coastline too. But yeah, thank you for showing you finally caught an ant this morning. That's cool. I've not seen them yet. Do you still have to use turnips to catch them? Because I remember in the original GameCube game you had to use turnips to catch them. We'll be heading home now. We got it. Yeah, it's not much. We started yesterday. Yeah, man. And that's the best part, right? Is since we got to see it today, like we won't be streaming Animal Crossing tomorrow because Saturdays is when we exercise with Ring Fit. Sunday we're going to be doing Ark, but Monday morning when we get back to Animal Crossing and we try to go visit some people again, if we see your island again, we can see how much it's improved, right? That's the cool part about this game. Is it's all about improvement. So they do take turnips. Okay. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Here we come back to wonderful, beautiful Shell Isle. We're going to try to figure out how we can get a tarantula to Eric somehow. I don't know how we're going to do that, buddy, but I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen somehow. And if I figure it out, I'll let you know. This tarantula in my inventory ain't going to go anywhere. The mole cricket, when you hear the sound, you need to dig. Oh, okay. Which means I'll have to have my volume up a little bit more. But that's cool. Well, Lurk Squad, Turtle Club, sponsors, and everybody, thank you for coming in to watch. Oh, flag on the play, but we did go over anyways, so okay. So we had Drew Benson who came in earlier, and I forgot it was a buffet. So our stream is going until 9:20, and we're about to hit 9:20, so it's all good there. Jack Norman, thanks for coming in. Demon Wolf 17 who popped in, and we're going to look at what a box. It's the game that he said that we should be able to pre-purchase for $2. I don't know anything about it, but we'll take a look at it. But they came in at the very beginning. Eric showed up there at the 8 o'clock mark. Thank you for coming in, Eric. Always a pleasure to see you, sir. So knowledgeable about the games you play that we share with each other. TNT popping in. Christine from Australia. Thank you for coming in as well. Ada Explorer, who is unfortunately quarantined at the moment. But, this might be a good game to kind of help take the edge off. Dogai, oh my gosh, we did get your gift. That is so amazing. We got to go back to our apartment. And show off the gift once again that Dogai sent us. Boom. It plays itself almost. It's not as good as we are at pinball, but it's great. We got 2 awesome gifts from Turtle Club members today. We got the pinball machine from the guy. We got the Nintendo Switch from Eric. The one with the dock, so it's kind of interesting. And this is the one you can buy in the real world alongside this. So we've had some really, really cool stuff going on today. It's been a wonderful day. We've caught some stuff. We found some things. Sahara showed up. We discovered that we cannot give bugs to friends no matter how much we want to. Oh, let's go ahead and put the office wall up. And just like that, we took the office wall down. And we got to see TNT's island. So we've accomplished quite a bit. I really appreciate everybody coming in. Dogai there at the last second. Possibly part of the Lurk Squad, you never know. But really do appreciate everybody here in the Turtle Club. We will be streaming tomorrow morning. The goal is to hit 7 a.m. for Ring Fit. And we should have plenty of space to exercise. We've been working on that as well. But yeah, I'm going to have a good night. The Turtle Club, you'll have a good breakfast, good lunch, good dinner, good late night snack. I know Christine's in Australia, and so it's getting pretty late for Christine. I know it's a little early for Dogai, so probably a little bit of breakfast. And, so we gotta remember that we're global here, right? But whatever you do, Turtle Club, have a good one. Stay safe, wash your hands, and thanks for watching. Take care. funny because it's OBS that's lagging out.